Seijiro Takeshita from Japan's University of Shizuoka joins us. Good to speak to you, sir. So despite the threat from the Trump administration and the UN sanctions, one can say it has made no difference for North Korea in pursuing its nuclear program. So how can the world respond, really?
Well, actually, to pressure even further, especially actually China, because if we think about the sanctions, the fact of the matter is that 90% of trade that North Korea does is actually with China. So if they get sanctioned from Japan or United States, it's not that much of a deal. It's much more to do with China. Now, China has already announced its very, very strong disappointment. But let's see what kind of action they can get into. And also, we can go actually further in the sanction levels. For example, like halting the export of oil, obviously cutting down all on the supports.
And what kind of action are you expecting from China then?
From China, it depends on the pressure from the United States. Obviously, this is a very political move because if you put it from China's point of view, if they put too strict a sanction, then what's going to happen is that North Koreans, they're going to have so many people crossing the border to where? To China. So obviously, it's a very, very delicate game for China, a lot more so than that of Japan or United States, because they're facing with the actual increase of refugees if they strengthen their sanctions. But at this moment, I'm very sure that this international alliance, especially the pressure, will be a lot harder than the one we've seen before from 2009.
And Japan said a National Security Council will analyze and collect information. What significance does that really have?
Not much, in my opinion. The fact of the matter is they probably knew what was coming. The real matter was whether they're going to conduct this or not. It also shows that North Koreans are putting very much in the edge. In other words, they're getting a lot of pressure. That's one of the reasons why they're making these propagandas to show what they are available for, to get a better deal. So this is coming into a bit of a cul-de-sac kind of game, which is very dangerous, where we need the third party really to start cool things down.
And about South Korea then, what does South Korea want or expect from its most important ally, the US, now?
Well, actually, continue to pressurizing North Korea to halt this movement. But again, if it goes through economic sanctions, the hard way, the hardlining methodology, then there could be some consequences, the negative consequences that could come, where China would not be willing to, join in on this sanction. So it's a bit of a very much of a political balance that we have to start seeing. Although, one last thing that we'd like to see is people getting quite emotional about these issues, because the more we get emotional, the better the deal the North Koreans are going to have.
Well, thank you very much for joining us here on TRT World.